before I go into cute, nice topics like the seller travel, let me go into some debit memos. Never in my 30 years of travel law have I seen the aggravation from debit memos that you, the accounting people, are starting to get stuck with, my agencies. United is bankrupt. They don't care. They have told their employees, if you don't collect these charges, we have no jobs. Ergo, their job versus their relationship with you. Not a match. They're going to do what they can with these, and now that they've got computerization that can match up a back-to-back, a hidden city, a trans-global, any other ingenious ticketing variations, they're coming to you and they want full pay on these debit memos. We used to be able to easily settle 10 cents on the dollar for most of them. You know, I can't give United anything. I'll go to CNH and get it, you know, from a consolidator or so before I will pay them, unless my client's really in a hub and must have it. On the back of one of the sheets here, notice the travelers, when dealing with gray area tickets. What else am I going to call them? Are they illegal? No! There is no law that says thou shalt not have a back-to-back. When one of our own Supreme Court justices, which is the funniest thing I've seen, remember Scalia went on that trip with Cheney, and he went via Air Force One or something and had to come back, not coach, but had to come back with a real ticket. He got a back-to-back, and when questioned about it, why not? Why can't I throw it away? You know, Donald, you can throw away the toy. Why can't I? Well, his problem with the Supreme Court justice, he was starting to use common sense in the travel industry. And that was not anything he was taught in law school. Good judge, but it doesn't match up. What I'm saying, if your agencies are using ingenious type of ticketing, creative ticketing, and the worst part about it is you don't always know it. The spouse phones up and buys one, the other spouse buys the other. And as long as I can always buy those tickets directly from the carrier, and we've done this in court a number of times, where the day before I testify, I do a lot of testimony as an expert witness on the value of the ticket. I will always go out and buy a back-to-back from the carrier themselves, and then bring that into court, and then of course make it that I can get my money back afterwards or so, but I always have fresh evidence. They're going to allow it, but they don't want you to. And the fact that you don't always know about it, you should not have to pay a debit memo. But they're pushing it now because they're trying to get money whichever way they can. My suggestion is I am never going to tell an agent how not to make money in the travel industry. I am never going to tell anybody to steal. I am never going to tell anybody to break the law. But I could care less what some of these carriers do when they want yield management and they're directing my life and putting on charges when they want. So if you do have a corporate account that does have city pairs, is going to be using them, do this to protect yourself. You're the accounting people primarily. You're going to get that debit memo and you're going to send it upstairs and say, all right, what do we do with it? Oh, we can't talk to the account. There's such a big account. So I'm going to pay $1,800 when I got a lousy $40 service fee? No, I don't want you to. If they want to use them, let them sign and say, hey, I think it's garbage. It is garbage. But just in case we get a debit memo, explain what it is. It's a little piece of extortion that goes through the mail. Explain to them that just in case I do, you're the one who wanted that routing. Will you cover me? Sure, that's no problem, especially when you're dealing with attorney. Sure, no problem with that. I'll handle it for you. Well, I've got to get you to do it because we're getting too many memos. The biggest problem I'm getting